I'm gonna shake things up.
A cycle of anger isn't healthy.
I'll be healthy again as soon as I make a couple of cheaters pay for blowing up my life.
There were a number of times when you or a member of your family needed a favor. This is a situation where you owe me one. Have a nice rest of your day.
It sounds like someone deliberately tried to hurt you.
Sounds like attempted murder.
Can't imagine how terrified you must have been.
I found out who did this.
I love you, Derek.
For one night, let me remind you who you still are.
I fell in love with an inconvenient man.
Now you have to deal with the inconvenient consequences. You see how that works?
You couldn't possibly hurt me more than you already have.
Don't try me.
We've got a problem. Protecting the family is our priority.
Agreed.
Beyond the Gate spoilers for Thursday, January 1st, suggest that Catherine Cat Richardson, Colby Natasha Nixon, and Martin Richardson, Brandon Claiborne, will clash, while Daphnee Duplaix, Karla Mosley, interrupts Haley Hamilton, Mokita Goings, and Bill Hamilton, Timon Duet. Haley won't be overly pleased at seeing Bill's ex-wife at their doorstep, causing a kink in their holiday festivities. However, Daphnee will be adamant about telling him what's going on with Anita Dupree, Tamara Tunie. As she's the grandmother of their daughters, Naomi Hawthorne, Ariel Prepetty, and Chelsea Hamilton, Ronnie Rose Mantilla, Daphnee will insist on revealing Anita's breast cancer diagnosis, and it sounds like Bill will be completely caught off guard when he hears about it. Could Anita's breast cancer bond both Bill and Daphnee? This seemed to be the case the last time the two were dealing with a crisis. They got a lot closer when Chelsea was missing and needed to put a halt to seeing each other, as they always landed in a lip lock when they were around each other. Daphnee has Andre Richardson, Sean Freeman, as a husband to lean on, but Daphanee's history with Bill seems to trump everything when disaster strikes. Speaking of Chelsea and Naomi, they'll visit Anita and Vernon Dupree, Clifton Davis, during the January 1st episode, which is when they'll find out about their grandmother's condition and surgery. Still, they won't be the only Dupree grandchildren to learn about Anita's dire condition, as Nicole Dupree, Daphnee Duplaix, will visit Kat and Martin and reveal that their grandmother isn't doing well. Unfortunately, this will trigger a fight between the siblings, so here's hoping Kat and Martin will be able to fluff off any disagreement they have for the sake of Anita. She'll need all hands on deck for support, which also means that everyone needs to get along. Beyond the Gate spoilers note that the first episode of 2026 is sure to offer some highly emotional moments, some tense conversations, and plenty of drama, so fans will have to tune in to catch the must-see episode. Beyond the Gate spoilers for Monday, October 13th suggest that Daphnee Dupree, Karla Mosley, will grill Naomi Hawthorne, Ariel Prepetty, while Leslie Thomas, Trisha Mangrant, issues a threat to someone. BTG spoilers hint that Daphnee will grow suspicious about Naomi's pregnancy when the two share an encounter. Of course, a mother is rarely wrong, and as Naomi is expecting, will she confide in her Daphnee? She may let her also know about how apprehensive she is about having a baby. So will Daphnee offer any words of advice? Can she also sway her daughter into keeping the child? It does feel as if Naomi wants to terminate the pregnancy, but only time will tell. Across town, Vanessa McBride, Lauren Buglioli, and Nicole Richardson, Daphnee Duplaix, will clash. These besties are generally always on the same page, so what has them at odds? This reeks of Joey Armstrong, John Lindstrom, as Nicole doesn't exactly approve of her friend dating the sketchy casino owner, so can she talk some sense into Vanessa? In related Joey news, Beyond the Gate spoilers for Monday's show reveal that Donald McBride, Alex Cheeks, will get an interesting proposal. Will Joey offer him a job in his organization? The two seem to be bonding, and this type of deception would be right up Joey's alley. Doug McBride, Jason Graham, would be rolling in his grave if Donald ends up working for his nemesis, so the irony would not be lost on BTG fans. Elsewhere, Shanice Johnson, Ernestine Johnson, will gain access to two intriguing pieces of information. Could this be about Derek Baldwin, Ben Gavin, and his progress, or is this about something else? When the CBS soap first started, Shanice was the hospital gossip, so she may learn something about another staff member or Fairmont Crest resident and start spreading the news. Finally, Leslie issues a warning, and said threat will be pointed in June's, Jasmine Burke, direction. June has a crush on Ted Richardson, Keith D. Robinson, and as Leslie remains obsessed with the man, she may tell the waitress to keep her hands off Teddy Bear. Then again, Leslie can be unhinged, so maybe June accidentally gives her the wrong order at the diner, and Leslie loses her mind. Beyond the Gate spoilers note that the Monday, October 13th episode will offer plenty of bombshells, drama, and chaos, so fans need to tune in to see how storylines unfold and progress. Beyond the Gate spoilers for Wednesday, October 1st, hint that Donald McBride, Alex Cheeks, will demand answers, while Hayley Hamilton, Mokita Goings, will be stunned by a situation. While Donald grew up in Fairmont Crest, the October 1st episode will mark the introduction of Vanessa McBride, Lauren Buglioli, and Doug McBride's Jason Graham son to fans. In the aftermath of his father's demise, Donald won't only mourn the loss of Doug, but he'll demand answers to some pressing questions he has. BTG viewers should brace for him to head to Joey Armstrong's, John Lindstrom, casino at some point this week, as the two are slated for a heated confrontation. Across town, passions unexpectedly flare up between two characters that really shouldn't be engaging in this type of behavior, and massive emotions will also be unleashed. Is this about Daphnee Duplaix, Karla Mosley, and Bill Hamilton's time and duet, Kiss? The two are going to have a lip lock in his office at some point during the week of September 29th to October 3rd, so only time will tell. Then again, perhaps passion erupts between June, Jasmine Burke, and Ted Richardson, Keith D. Robinson, since there was talk about June's crush, so there's that, too. With that said, Hayley will be shocked at something, and the added teasers suggest that it'll be about something her husband's been up to. Still, there's little chance that Hayley sees Barney kissing, as in the days ahead, she'll be making plans for her future with Bill. Could Bill still be adding money to a college fund for a future baby of theirs? Speaking of Daphnee, she'll confess about an addiction she has to her mom, Anita Dupree, Tamara Tunie. Is this about Bill or, potentially, that little drinking problem she has? Every time she spirals, Daphnee does so with some sort of alcoholic bevy in her hand, so perhaps the show will finally address the elephant in the room, the fact that Daphnee should consider some sort of recovery program. After all, her drinking got completely out of control after Bill left her for Hayley. More recently, she got drunk and married Andre Richardson, Sean Freeman, in Vegas, a man she was struggling to commit to. Finally, BTG spoilers for Wednesday, October 1st, indicate that Derek Baldwin, Ben Gavin, will feel left behind. Is this about being wheelchair-bound? Could plans be made so that he cannot attend because of his condition? Ashley Morgan, Jen Jacob, would likely feel awful about Derek's predicament, and it's likely that she, or whoever is organizing the plans, didn't consider accessibility because Derek's medical issues are so recent. Still, that doesn't mean he won't struggle with what's going on. But Derek is making progress, just keeping it all to himself. Could this incident prompt him to come forward with the truth? Beyond the Gate spoilers note that this is highly unlikely, as it's far more dramatic for Derek to continue his lie and keep Ashley stringing along until the umpteenth hour, or their wedding day. So fans need to continue to tune in to see how this storyline unravels.